Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Madison Charlton from MLC Tech, and Intel is expected to launch a brand new CPU, that being the Intel Core i9-14900KS, a power guzzling behemoth expected to bring clocks of 6.2 GHz and power consumptions over 400 watts. So things are about to get very toasty over at Team Blue. So sit back and relax as we dive into all of the details around Intel's last push on its 14th gen platform. Now, the Intel Core i9-14900KS is going to be a limited edition processor and will be the first consumer CPU to break past 6 GHz, exceeding that of the normal 4900K. And also that of the 3900KS as well, which saw clocks of up to 6 GHz. So this CPU is going to be the fastest consumer tier offering under the 14th gen family, and at the same time it is also going to be the last chip in the family before Intel moves to the newer LGA 1851 platform and the respective Arrow Lake desktop CPU family coming out later this year. So while this is the last of 14th gen, there are also reports out there that Intel's planning on bringing a new line of LGA 1700 CPUs known as Arrow Lake S. When I say the word new, it's a refresh of a refresh of a refresh of a refresh, that being another 10 nanometer refresh. But that's not strictly a bad thing if it's going to be running in line with Intel's latest and greatest generation of CPUs, as this could potentially be a decent move for people on lower tier 12th gen CPUs who want to upgrade their CPU later down the line without having to upgrade to a new motherboard. So this could be good for the more budget, lower end segment of the market. But anyway, back to the power guzzling 4900KS. Now, a few days ago we saw the full specifications of this CPU leak out within OCCT, which shows that the Intel 4900K will feature the same 24 core and 32 threads in an 8P core and 16E core configuration. And this chip will feature 36 MB of L3 cache, 32 MB for L2 cache, and as for clocks, the base frequency will still be set at 3.2 GHz, while the boost frequency will be boosted up to 6.2 GHz, making the CPU the fastest clock chip in the world. So for some context, this is 200 MHz faster than the current fastest, that being the i9-13900KS and the 4900K CPU. While of course this CPU is going to be aimed for super high-end enthusiasts, and in no way could I recommend this to anyone who just wants to build a normal gaming system. The 4900K is going to be very hard to tame with its power consumption, hitting almost 410 watts and temperatures exceeding 100 degrees centigrade. Oh my lord, that is going to be so hard to cool, and I can't recommend that for normal operation of any normal gaming PC. You will need a really good cooling solution, judging by C specs, preferably at least a 420mm AIO or custom loop water cooling. And also you're going to need a decent enough power supply to accommodate this chip within your PC. And if you're the type of person who likes to overclock your CPU and likes to push your CPU even further, then this CPU is not going to be for you, as the only way you can really go from here is if you switch to LN2 overclocking, which you're not really going to want to do unless you're someone who loves to break records and loves of significantly lowering the entry point of performance for the price you are paying. Games, please don't buy this CPU. But on the flip side, this CPU will most definitely become a highlight amongst the extreme overclocking community who will try and break their previous record set with the i9-14900K. The current world record for overclocking a CPU is with the 4900K, which hit a clock speed of almost 9.1 GHz, which is remarkably fast. But we can expect the 4900KS to do slightly better, not by a significant margin. Maybe it could close in on the 9.5 GHz barrier. If not 10 GHz, that would be absolutely crazy to see. So while I will definitely turn my nose up at this CPU, if anyone asks, should I put this in my gaming PC build? Of course I'm going to turn my nose up and say, absolutely not, what are you doing? But if you're someone who is extreme overclocking, then this is a cool piece of technology. From an extreme overclocking point of view, this CPU is going to be awesome and to play with, and to overclock even further on LN2. This special bin chip could mean for a new world record in overclocking. But under no circumstances can I really recommend that anyone go out and buy this chip and put it in their system. 400 watts for what realistically is going to be like another 1 to 2% extra performance in your video games. I cannot recommend that for the life of me, especially with temperatures well over 100 degrees. But like I said, From an enthusiast point of view, from a technology point of view, and an extreme overclocking point of view, this CPU is going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see what high-end overclockers do with this chip. But as for the availability of the CPU, Benchleaks has reported that the 14900KS will launch in the middle of March, and Intel will keep it limited to a certain amount of units, as this is a high-end binned and selected CPU. But it wasn't confirmed if the chip is going to be vendor specific or a channel specific launch. But it is expected that pricing should be no more or less than the 13900KS CPU that launched last year. But it's expected it will mimic the same pricing structure that the 14th line of CPUs took compared to 13th gen, where it launched at exactly the same MSRP, so expect the same for this 14900KS. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments down below. Are you amazed by just how much power this CPU is going to guzzle up? And are you excited for the prospects of breaking a new world record of CPU clock speeds? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. Anyway, I have been Madison Charlton from MLC Tech. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it in any way, shape or form, make sure to give this video a like and maybe subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thank you so much again for watching, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye for now.